very last minute live. I actually have to get ready to go to work. I'm doing a bit of overtime, just a little bit. So I have to go in earlier. I was going to go in much earlier this morning, and then I came to some snafuis. So let me say hi to everyone. Hi, how are you doing? It was warm last night, warm this morning, warm now. It's good. It's good to have some warmth. So what this is all about today and what I've been working on is the project from the Ginger Quilter box. Good morning, Donnell. And in this box that I received, I already did an unboxing. So, oops, I can't give you those measurements. Let's try this again. I had done the unboxing, and so now I'm working on the project. Good morning, Tessa. Good morning, Vera. And what I love, I shouldn't say like, what I really love about the Ginger Quilter box, this is the third one I've gotten, is that I have everything I need to do it. So the background, I just open up the box and get going. So when I opened up the box, I had these fat quarters in there. I don't know if you recall, like I told you they were from Sweet Acres. And I thought they were maybe just a bonus in my box because it wasn't in here. But when I watched Natalie's video, she gave, good morning, Deb. She gave everyone a set of these fat quarters. So you know what I need to look for? I need to look for all chat because I don't think I'm on all chat. There we go. Maybe I'm all chat. Good morning, Beverly. Good morning, Deb. Anyone else that I've missed, you could chat in there and I'll see it again. And good morning. I don't mean to miss anybody. Hi, Sheila. So these were just the bonus that she gave. So that was cool. And then here is the county courthouse. Now on here, she said, you needed to be very careful. See, it says the pattern uses the fabric very efficiently. So make sure when you are cutting that you are being careful and not wasting anything. So I thought I was being very careful. I thought I was a very careful, efficient cutter. But somehow, you know, things happen and pieces that should have been XYZ and a half, I just cut XYZ and not the half. So I had to do some piecing, which is that right there. But I also did not have enough of this size, and so I had to piece here. And I did have enough fabric because when I pieced everything, it was okay. See, this is where I made my little mistake, and it is what it is. I forgot that little 1/2-inch piece. Lesson learned, not to cut fabric late at night. And it wasn't even late at night because this was like at 8:15. And then I went down to go to bed and turned on the Awkward Quilter and watched Lisa and Donnell, and then I went to bed. So clearly I wasn't up to snuff. I should never cut fabric at 8 o'clock at night. But in any case, no big deal. I just, I make mistakes. So I went ahead and I had to extend some of my pieces. But even without the mistakes, I don't know where I went wrong in the cutting because I did go wrong somewhere in the cutting. I still didn't have enough of this size. But I did have some cutoffs, so I just, I just sewed them. I just made do. I just made do. So then in this pattern, it's very, very clear on how to set your blocks and where the color should go. And so I went ahead and did that. Of course, I've run out of design boards. I'm going to have to make more design boards. So I had to use my big 15-inch ruler to kind of hold it all in place, and hopefully didn't just lose a piece or need a piece cut. I'm sure I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. Found it. Crisis averted. All right, so I still have these 3 to make, these 3 sets of blocks. This morning I did achieve in making these sets right here. I love the colors. So she said her inspiration for this box was sherbet. And so these to her, oh, let me shut off my iron, are sherbet colors. And I think I agree with her. So this is really the first time that I have sewn with art gallery, because someone did ask me and what I thought of sewing with art gallery. So sewing with art gallery is a bit, it's a thing. It actually is a thing. I can't explain what the thing is, but it really moves. It's very slick. So she does mix other, another fabric line in here, but it's very slippery. So you really have to be careful to make sure you're on your 1/4 inch. So this is the first time I've sewn basically a whole quilt that's mostly art gallery. I love the designs of art gallery, so that's not going to deter me, but you do need to take it slower. So that's one thing I'm working on. The other thing is, I went to this pop-up in Woodstock, New York called the Cheez-it or Cheez-in Diner. And it's brought to you by the Cheez-its, the people who make that box of Cheez-its. And that was a cool experience. So if you go to my community tab, you'll see pictures of the food, you'll see pictures of the pop-up. It was an old restaurant called the Dixon, and they closed down. And then last week when I was going through Woodstock, I noticed things going up, but there's a lot of filming going on here, like movie filming. So we have now become like a mecca for filming for some reason up here. And so last week we had filming going on, actually just across the way from the river from my house. And so it's not unusual to see our bus garages, what used to be our school bus garages, be filled with, movie trucks and trailers and all that. So when I started seeing this thing, Cheez-Its, go up, I thought, oh, they must be making a commercial, or maybe they're putting it in a pop culture movie or something like that. I actually had no idea that this was actually going to be a restaurant. It looked like something that was going to be for a film. And so would you know it, my son's like, it's on Facebook. And I said, yeah, I kind of saw it, but I really thought that was a movie. He goes, no, it's a legit thing, Mom. So last night he said, let's go. So we did. And they are filming. So I don't know if this is going to be part of a movie at some point, or a commercial or what. But when you walk in, there is a disclaimer that there's cameras everywhere videoing you while you eat. So that must be lovely if I have my mouth open with some cheeseburgers and whatnot. But so we ordered most of everything that was on the menu. It was a very selected menu. So if you go to those pictures, I even posted the menu. Hi, Vera. It looked like a fun place to eat. It was a fun place to eat. So there was a lot of photo ops. Of course, we tried lots of Cheez-Its. They had all these different places where you can try Cheez-Its in this place. And then they send you a sampler of Cheez-Its to start off your meal. But the best was, believe it or not, I cannot believe I'm saying this. And I think someone, Donnell, on your live last night told me, just go to bed, Leanna, just go to bed. Because I think you guys thought I was just being super silly. But the best thing was the Cheez-It milkshake. I was not going to order that. Believe me, I'm like, nah. That and the Cheez-It cheesecake. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. But someone that was sitting there, and they were like, you need to try this milkshake, especially since you're a chef. Because of course I'm rolling in with my convertible that says pastry queen on the back, because yes, I have vanity plates, and yes, they say pastry queen. My favorite cheese is the extra toasty. And so I happened to be sitting next to, I guess, the regional for the East Coast VP or something like that. And he was saying how under wraps this whole thing was, that he didn't even know until just a couple of days ago. And we were talking, he said, I really do need to try it. But he says, because you're a Culinary Institute chef, don't expect 5-star dining. This is just like pop culture, eating food. Basically, we're trying all these recipes for Cheez-Its, using Cheez-Its, and we like to do this. So then, of course, I go on my whole YouTube, and I says, well, you can send me boxes, because my ladies like to see me unbox stuff, especially if you have new flavors, and I would love to try stuff if you want to give me a chance. So, of course, I gave him my card. So maybe there's Cheez-Its in the future for us. Who knows? But it was interesting because he actually does live locally. So I tried that Cheez-It milkshake, and yes, there's Cheez-Its in the milkshake. And so someone asked me, is it really cheesy tasting? It's not overly cheesy tasting, so it's really like a vanilla milkshake. Uh, Sheila says someone was smoking some wacky, oh, it went away, some wacky stuff. Why is my, oh, here it is. I found them. Okay. Someone was smoking some wacky weed when they came up with that milkshake. Well, he does live in Woodstock, like dead center in Woodstock. I mean, come on. I do live 15 minutes away from Woodstock, but any case, so it's like vanilla ice cream, and they, you know how you would have an Oreo shake? They put Cheez-Its in it and they whip it up. And but what they do is they take the fountain glass and they cover the whole thing with, like, you know, in swirl of chocolate. And then they put in the milkshake, and then they put dip the, well, I guess before they dip the glass in caramel sauce and Cheez-Its, like you would a margarita. Anyway, so you put that on. They had whipped cream, they had that, and then they had Cheez-Its on top. And what else? And whipped cream. I don't know. They didn't have a cherry. I don't recall, unless I ate that first. I have to look at my pictures. But I was skeptical. The thing was delicious. It was so delicious. And they're only going to be here for a week. It's a pop-up. He says it's the first in the whole United States. They decided to go with Woodstock. This, he said, was not going to be repeated to his knowledge at this moment. So I was like, oh, okay. So going back to the milkshake, it's like a vanilla milkshake. It really does come across like a vanilla milkshake. And it does have those like little crispiness. And when you know, slurp up from the straw your milkshake and you're drinking it, and you know, you have that little grit from the cookie, you get like a little salty tang. You don't necessarily get a cheese flavor. You get this salty tang, almost like a salted caramel. You know how when you eat caramel and it's salted a little? So it was unique and it was delicious. And it's only going to be there for another week. And I think I'm going to drive up there and have another 1 or 2 more of these milkshakes, because it was like something I've never tasted before, but it was really good, oddly enough. So the cheesecake, the Cheez-It cheesecake with the Cheez-It crust, and then the cheesecake batter, and then it's topped with whole Cheez-Its and caramel on top. I did not try that. I did go and see it delivered to many tables. And the gentleman who is from the company, he had it there, and he's like, I said, how does it taste? And he goes, honestly, I haven't tried it. The milkshake is delicious, but I haven't tried the cheesecake. And so the cheesecake, I'm an original kind of gal. The cheesecake, he said, was, this was his words. He thought it was more of a like dry ricotta cheesecake. And the crust, he said, was pretty good. It was like caramel Cheez-Its. It's just Cheez-Its, butter, and like caramel. So maybe I'll go up there this afternoon after work and drive up there and get my milkshake and try a piece of cheesecake. We shall see. He said I probably wasn't going to be impressed, and I'm probably not missing anything, though everybody else in the dining hall enjoyed this Cheez-It cheesecake. So now, after leaving, I may get that. Hi, Andrea. And then they had Cheez-It biscuits, and we bought a basket of those. I was too full last night to eat those Cheez-It cheesecake biscuits. Hi, Catherine. And, oh, you're from Australia. Well, thank you for coming over. So I'm going to try that for breakfast. It came with a honey butter, and my son said they were outrageous. Then we had the Cheez-It macaroni and cheese. That was not impressive. He said that tasted like dining hall macaroni and cheese that you would get. I'm not a big mac and cheese fan, and you know, I make my own. I make something called a jalapeno popper macaroni and cheese. Now that's good, but that's really the only macaroni and cheese I really get into. The chicken fingers were okay. They're chicken fingers, and what did? They just breaded it with Cheez-Its, and then they served it with a Hidden Valley ranch. So Cheez-Its and Hidden Valley came together to make this new sauce. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. and it was like a cheesy Cheez-it sauce mixed with ranch. I was not impressed with that. Actually, I didn't like it. And my son didn't like it either. And so the lady, as we were leaving, because people did see me come in my convertible with my license plate. Of course, everybody now they know that the there's a lady from the Culinary Institute graduate here, and used to teach for a little small amount of time. So everybody wanted to know my opinion, who was like working it. And I said, yeah, I even told the guy, if you're going to launch this sauce needs help. I mean, honestly, it needed help. And then they asked me, then they had fries, Cheez-It fries. And the Cheez-It fries had no cheese on them. They just had, basically, it was like French fries that they dusted Cheez-Its on it. So I gave them a tip that maybe they need to do battered fries, and they batter them and roll them in Cheez-Its and then fry them. That would be my suggestion to them. But yeah, if this becomes a thing and there's this Cheez-It pop-up in your area, definitely go. It's definitely worth it. It was hoaxy. It was fun. It was, it was just a riot, actually. Because all these people are also like dressed up in somewhat 50s outfits, with the little paper like hat and everything. And the decor that they did, I'm amazed that they did that in a week, but then again, I thought it was a movie set, and they set that fast, so it was great. So if you go, get the burger and the shake. The burger was outrageous. The fries needed help, but the burger was outrageous. And it wasn't anything like, it was just, the meat was seasoned well. I think they seasoned it with Cheez-Its, and they had lettuce, tomato, and pickle on it. Oh, no tomato. It was lettuce, pickles. Was there onion? I don't know. There was lots of pickles. They really pickle-fied that. Battered tots, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that might be good. And then they made a pimento Cheez-It sauce. That was outrageous. Like, outrageous. I told them what they should have done for the chicken fingers with that Hidden Valley thing that they made. I said they should have taken their cheese sauce that they put on that burger, and they should have like watered it down with some heavy cream or half and half, and served that as the sauce for the chicken. I gave them way too much advice. They should have been paying me for that. People used to pay me for that advice, and I gave it to them freely yesterday. That's all right. So yeah, it was good. Definitely try the cheeseburger and milkshake. And I'll let you know about the cheesecake. I think I will go up one more time, maybe break down and have a burger and milkshake and cheesecake, because why not? I mean, how many times in your life can you say you had a Cheez-It themed meal where everything you ate was a Cheez-It? So Andrea, howdy. I was watching on TV, and now I'm on my computer. Well, thank you for watching. I actually have to leave here shortly. But let me show you the backing that I'm thinking, because the one thing it doesn't come with is backing. But she did provide border and binding. So here is border and binding. So I have that. And I think I have the perfect thing. Hold on, let's see. I got thinking about it after talking to you. Here we go, I do. Oh, come on. So, we've had discussions about soya. I've only been on there, actually twice. I got in trouble twice with soya because I forget what I'm doing. So I had bought a 3 1-yard bundle. I think it was called Sweet Treats, and I had no idea what I was going to do with it. Being that she's called this box, what does she call this box? The ice cream sherbet, right? Look at this. And I think this will be good for the backing. I think it'll tie it all in. So I was excited because I said, oh, I know the perfect backing for it. So I only have a yard of this, and then I do have more of like this. But, I mean, if worse came to worse, I could possibly like go ahead and do something in the back with these two, and then use this for border, and then use something else for binding. I don't know. I can find a solid or something. But yeah, so this is where I'm going with it. I think I'm definitely going to use this for the backing since it's got all the ice cream on it, and it'll tie this whole thing in. And then as far as scraps for this is what I have left. This and, hold on, let's see. I hardly have anything. There's like no scraps. There really isn't. I think that's it. That's the whole pile. That is all that I have left, is just like this kind of stuff. And this. That's it. So she was right. You really have to be careful. I almost didn't, if I couldn't figure out to sew all those pieces, I was going to have to call her for an oops kit if she even made those. But I highly recommend this box. It was fun. It was fun. I'm liking it. It's something different. It's keeping me out of my real house. But I do have to go. Thank you for coming on. I so appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. You are also very important. And you know what? Let's see. If you like what you see, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. I'm going to get to those comments today. I've also posted a little short of my chickies. And I have a LQS, my local quilt shop, a video called Bloom. So that will be coming up. Again, I will be away this weekend, so they might be pre-recorded stuff. But yes, so that's all. That's all, folks. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Give me the likes on your way out, please. Will help my algorithm. Take care. Bye.